hills of the countryside there lived a young woman named Ava. She was known throughout the village for her kind heart and her beauty, with long, flowing hair the color of golden wheat and eyes as bright and blue as the sky on a clear summer day. Despite her many suitors, Ava had never truly been in love. That is, until she met a young man named Jack. He was tall and strong, with a charming smile and a twinkle in his eye that made Ava's heart flutter whenever she saw him. One day, while walking through the village, Jack and Ava's paths crossed. Their eyes met, and they both knew in that moment that they were meant to be together. They quickly became inseparable, spending every moment they could together. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks turned into months, Ava and Jack's love for each other grew stronger. They would spend hours talking and laughing, taking long walks through the countryside and watching the stars twinkle in the night sky. One evening, as they sat together on a hilltop, Jack took Ava's hand and looked into her eyes. "Ava, I love you more than anything in this world. Will you do me the honor of becoming my wife?" Tears of joy welled up in Ava's eyes as she nodded her head, and the two of them sealed their love with a kiss. The months passed by quickly as they planned their wedding, and before they knew it, the big day had arrived. The village was decorated with flowers and streamers, and the streets were filled with laughter and music. As Ava walked down the aisle arm in arm with her father, she could see Jack waiting for her at the altar. He looked more handsome than ever, dressed in his finest suit and holding a bouquet of wildflowers. They exchanged vows under the warm sun, and as they shared their first kiss as husband and wife, the villagers cheered and applauded. After the wedding, Ava and Jack moved into a small cottage on the edge of the village. They were happy to finally be together as husband and wife, and they spent their days exploring the countryside and building a life together. As the nights grew colder, they would cuddle close to each other under the blankets, listening to the sound of the wind howling outside. Ava would lay her head on Jack's chest, feeling the steady beat of his heart and feeling the warmth of his love envelop her. One night, as they lay in bed, Jack turned to Ava and smiled. "I have a surprise for you," he said, reaching under the bed and pulling out a small wooden box. Ava's eyes widened as she opened the box to find a beautiful necklace with a pendant in the shape of a heart. "It's beautiful," she whispered, tears of joy streaming down her face. "I'm glad you like it," Jack said, fastening the necklace around Ava's neck. "I want you to know that my love for you will always be as constant and true as this necklace." Ava smiled and leaned in to kiss him, feeling her heart overflow with happiness and love. As they drifted off to sleep that night, Ava felt like the luckiest woman in the world. She knew that she had found her soulmate in Jack, and she knew that they would spend the rest of their days together building a life filled with love and happiness. And so, Ava and Jack lived happily ever after.